the Ethiopian government has actually declared a 6-month state of emergency after forces from the northern region of Tigray said they were gaining territory and considering marching on the capital, Addis Ababa. The announcement came 2 days after Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed urged citizens to take up arms to defend themselves against the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF.
Now, the state of emergency was imposed with immediate effect after the TPLF claimed to have captured several towns in recent days and said it might march on to Addis Ababa, which is about 380 kilometers to the south of their forward positions. Meanwhile, the United Nations High Commission for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, blamed all sides in the conflict in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region.
We have reasonable grounds to believe that during this period, all parties to the Tigray conflict have committed violations of international human rights, humanitarian, and refugee law. Some of these may amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. Civilians in Tigray have been subjected to brutal violence and suffering. The Joint Investigation Team uncovered numerous violations and abuses, including unlawful killings and extrajudicial executions, torture, sexual and gender-based violence, violations against refugees, and forced displacement of civilians.
All right, so there you heard the voice of no other than Michelle Bachelet, who happens to be the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Well, we also have our correspondent, Oluchi, who joins us here this morning. We're talking about Abdinor Aden. Thank you so much for joining us, our East African correspondent. Abdinor, it has been 1 year since the crisis erupted, which has seen forces loyal to the TPLF in a massive takeover mission. Bring us up to speed with the latest uprising.
Well, thank you so much. And the earliest development today has been a statement by the chairperson of the African Union, Musa Faki Mohammed, who has also called on, the cessation of hostilities in the region. And we expect any time from now, the AU High Representative for Horn of Africa of the former Nigerian President, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, is also expected to lead mediation as part of the African Union's input to the ongoing situation in Ethiopia. But apart from that, the Ethiopian House of People representative is also expected to ratify after the lapsing of the 48 hours, which is expected for the parliamentary approval of this declaration of a 6-month martial law by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed.
Right. Now, Abdinor, we saw the president impose a state of emergency, and the last time Ethiopia imposed a state of emergency was in February 2018, which was ahead of the transition of power to the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Is this in any way going to have any positive impact towards restoring peace to the war-torn Tigray region?
Well, it has already attracted a lot of criticism, not only within Ethiopia, but also from other partners of Ethiopia, since this has also been termed as some sort of ethnic profiling of some of the communities in the capital, Addis Ababa. But in other words, on the other hand, it is also viewed as a way of controlling the situation spiraling out of control, because the advisor or the spokesperson of the TPLF, Getachew Reda, had written 11 hours ago, posted on his personal Twitter page, that they're advancing towards Kemise, outside the capital, Addis Ababa. So this is in addition to the previous situation of its advancement in the areas of the cities of Dessie and Kombolcha. Therefore, the announcement of this 6 months martial law, and especially to protect the capital, where we've also seen that some of the staffs of corporations based in Ethiopia and some of the foreigners have been leaving the country, fearing or concerned about the escalation of the situation.
All right, Abdinor, the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has urged citizens to take up arms to defend themselves. Wouldn't this lead to further anarchy?
Well, we've also had Facebook remove a post by the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, especially in relation to comments made about the situation in Ethiopia. Therefore, In other words, this is seen as also a way of marshalling support, because in Ethiopia, it is an ethnically built country where this ethnic challenge has been going on for ages in that country. And it is also the previous regimes, the previous two regimes ahead of the Prosperity Party, which is currently led by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, were actually established on those ethnic unity and ethnic mobilization. Therefore, this is more of, it depends on how it is looked at, but internally, this is viewed as a way of uniting against protecting the sovereignty of the country. But of course, all the neighbors, especially neighboring countries like Kenya, we've had President Uhuru Kenyatta call for mediation between the warring parties in the country. But we hope that this situation will be put under control.
All right. Thank you so much, Abdinal Aden, for joining us. And thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with the latest development ongoing there in Ethiopia.
Thank you so much.